Live from New York City, the place of the first ever NYC H.I.R.L, not H.I.R.L. Coming up next week, it is Hangout Conversations with your host, Matt Rappaport. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to an exciting edition. It's Thursday night. It's Hangout Conversations with me, with Matt Rappaport. Good to have you with me. I had some printer jam, so I've got my notes on my screen. I hope you're watching. I hope I'm streaming. And I'm coming to you live. This is really a real person. This isn't a robot. I see that Paul Restant, Dan and Laura are watching. A lot of other people. Bobbi Woods is here as well. And our guest, Tim, I Drink Your Milkshake Clary, is coming up. So are you ready to drink some milkshake? I can't wait for this H.I.R.L. I'm going to drink milkshakes with Tim Clary live. That should be pretty exciting, and hopefully you guys will too. Maybe a little bit of alcohol. Of course, responsibly. We are responsible. And some awesome coffee, some Buxton, and other stuff. I can't believe this is episode number 17, and we're rocking and rolling. Excited to be here with you, 2012, or 2012 if you're still saying that. And my name is Matt Rappaport, not Michael Rappaport. I know he's got a show hanging with Michael Rappaport, but he has less P than I do. And Jeopardy theme song, Dayland, though, that's a no-go on an HOA, but I do have, again, my G+ caffeine juice, so there we go. So awesome. The big NYC H.I.R.L is, like I said, 1 week from today, jam-packed weekend of meeting people in real life. We have a concert with Daria Musk, Heather Fay, and Ryan Van Sickle. Thank everyone involved with that, and Daniel Ellie Rankin for getting that going. And the organizers as well, me and Tiffany Henry and Bobbi Woods, as well as for the photo walk, Daniel Enlow and Michelle Atwater. You've been great help, as well Aaron Wood and Brian McDonald, and Daniel Enlow as well for creating name tags and other cool stuff, and creating these plus ports, and lots of cool stuff, lots of surprises. And also the headquarters, HQ, 46 West 36th Street. We have Alexander Angelides to thank. I actually said that right, I think. He helped us out big time. And I'll be there starting Thursday, February the 2nd at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I'll see you there. We're going to have a live show, live Hangout Conversations, right from that crazy Greek guy. What? Who said that? Awesome Greek guy. Live from New York City, right? Live from Manhattan. So don't be, as I was looking at someone with Bobbi Joe said, or I didn't say that, I mean Tim Clary. What? I said it. So Bobbi Joe, I don't know if you're there. What are you looking forward to? What this New York City H.I.R.L, meeting people, making our scheme dreams come true. What are you looking for? There's so much going on. It's like overload.
Looking forward to kicking some people's asses in real life. That's
well, besides me, is there anybody else?
Y'all gonna go home with some bruises. Just saying.
No. Wow. What do you call that? Like the Minnesota Pound, or
call
what
it a souvenir. Goddammit.
Hickey from Kanicki is like
a Hallmark card.
Like a Hallmark. Joel's and Hizzy. Yeah, what's this all about? Paul Rustan doesn't even know. Don't you watch the show? Really? Who the hell is Tim Clary? Really, Paul Rustan? Who the hell is Paul Rustan? Seriously? Why don't you body paint a naked chick and get back to us when you do that?
Who's this crazy fucker from Rhode Island think he is anyway?
Right. Who does he think he is? Who do you think? You know, Paul Rustan, you're going to be at the New York City H.I.R.L. Maybe you'll have to get your butt kicked a little bit, or maybe I heard Joanne Thomas wants to paint you while you sleep, and you want to paint her while she sleeps. There's some schemes about it, so go ahead and tell us what's going to happen in the comments. What's the deal? Bobbi Woods, do you want to be painted while you sleep, or paint anyone while they sleep, or?
I don't think I'm going to be doing any sleeping, you know.
Yeah, I know. Who's going to be sleeping too? That's the other thing, you know.
I'm in the city that never sleeps. So I'm going to try to stay true to that.
Yeah, I mean, people might get tired. They might yawn. I might
pass the fuck out.
Yeah, you might pass. You might. You're in sailor mode today. I love it. What the fuck is? No, I'm just kidding. You're so effing excited. You just can't hide it. You know. I know. You know. All right, cool. So is there one? So wow, we're rocking and rolling. So there's a lot of other hangouts happening tonight, and you joined us, and you've bypassed all those other little hangouts that are happening. And by little, I mean little, like small, tight. No, I'm just kidding. They're important. If you joined us, you're watching us, we thank you. We're excited to have you here. We've been here since September, and we're going to keep on rolling till we go, I guess, till 2112 when we all move to Mars, I guess, or something like that. And very cool. So there's a couple of features that have come out today, and we'll talk more about the H.I.R.L with Tim Clary later. Don't feel like the H.I.R.L talk's over. Thanks for weighing in on that, Bobbi Woods. Just two big features that came out of G+. The big one, 13-year-olds, 13-year-old plus. A couple of features with that so teenagers can be here. But I thought they were already here, so I'm not sure exactly. I guess it's more official now, and I guess if teenagers, something with going public and strangers and all that stuff. And Tim Clary's put in these stumps. Hey, Tim Clary, warm up those stumps. We're going to need you to actually use them for some skills. I heard you had some skills. You're going to have to demonstrate some skills. People are going to be waiting for some skills. That's all I'm talking about. So blow on those hands and get ready. Yeah, the 13 plus is interesting. You know, the way the Hangouts work now, if you're a teenager, you're 17 or younger, you join a Hangout, and someone comes in that you have and it's circled, I think, you get booted and say, oh, do you want to rejoin the Hangout? So-and-so's here. And I get they're trying to protect children, child predators, and I think they want children to hang out with children. And they don't really want children to hang out with strangers, and I get it to a point. But yeah, but children, strange children to strange children, I mean, I guess because they're children it doesn't matter, but still, I mean, I guess it's that kind of thing. Well, what do you guys think?
I have a van full of candy.
Uh-oh. Bobby Joe Wood starting off the rocking the trail. What do you mean? Do you have, when you say van full of candy, is that something like a John Fana van full of candy, or what are we talking about here?
Like all you don't know.
I know. The van down by with the candy in the house, by the river.
I'll start driving by all the junior highs now.
Wow, really? Now it's like Matthew McConaughey. It's like it's like what is it? I keep getting older and they stay the same age. Scary. But yeah, we love kids, but just not like the way you think we love them. And then, what? Really? It's time to go? The show's over. Sorry, Robert Joe Sin, it's time to go. Wrap it up. No, the next new feature is a nickname. So people are BSing, bitching, and complaining, oh, I don't want to be Matt Rappaport. I want to be Rappa, or I want to be like MC Rap, or I want to be something else. And so now I guess the nicknames are coming to be. Tell us what some of your nicknames are. Have you changed? I don't know if you changed it yet, but if you have, are you like Rush Dan, Paul Nate, Paul Body Painter, Daniel Photographer? I mean, tell me what the deal is. Is it BJ Woodsickle? I really don't know. Is it like Ryan Van Sickle? I don't know, but I don't know these aliases. You know about the net. When we first Timmy T Cool Roxy Rock the Party and the Mother F and Hizzy. I don't know. I mean, when we first started on the internet, it was like everyone was secretive and there were aliases and people were hiding out and it's like so many phone lines and all kind of craziness. We were like, oh, who could really find me? I'm in this little tiny corner in my dark little room in my dark little IRC chat or bulletin board, and there's no like big company trying to find me. And now everyone's like, oh no, I want people to know who I am. But for 6 months or so, we've all kind of had our real name here, unless your name is John Panovans. I keep bringing him up because that's not his real name, and he's gonna sue me, but I'll sue back. I love you, Johnny. Be good. But really, what do you think about this real name policy, or that's no longer, I guess? I don't foresee myself changing my name. Are you changing your name for real? I don't know. But that's basically what's happening. Besides that, the guest has only been waiting for 5 years, minus 364. Let's go on to our guest. I guess he's a big man here on campus. I didn't even introduce him yet, but he likes to get it. He's sick.
You've been saying my name for 20 minutes, so I figured people got the idea by now.
20 minutes? We've been on for like 5 minutes. Wow. Tim Clary, I had this whole speech prepared, and you really just want to be here.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like you.
I can go back to black, and then you can do your speech, and I'll come back if you want.
Yeah, I think you should black out. Okay. That way it gives. There's no fanfare. Don't keep me waiting. Many legends out there. You know, there's Tom Selleck comes to mind, Burt Reynolds. You know, they have a classic stash, and we got to sample that at Hangouts in November, and Schemer has them. Twinkle the little Schemer mustache, and that's twinkling the mustache, not something else. Not the hey baby. But tonight we have not only a cool guy with skills, I can mention his skills that have seen him draw many a pluser in his own vision, including my own evil twin brother Manuel Rappaport, but tons of sweet portraits. And you know, he not only helped form Plustastic, you should check that out, which brings Google Plus artists together like Cliff Roth and Mike Searle and Samantha Villeneuve and Amanda Lira. And I'm leaving somebody out. Hopefully not Tim Clary, and I think I got everybody in there. And of course, Aaron Wood and Paul Riston are waiting in the wings. And you know, whether it's people that speed paint awesomely without the numbers, or they make people look svelte. And Byron Rempel as well, of course. Thank you for that. He draws, or you're drawing the undead. But he wears his royal mustache, his real mustache proud, so he can swear that, when he wears it, he gets the little twinkle, and he goes, I want to drink your milkshake. He's the man behind the stash. He's the man behind the arts man. He is Tim P. Clary. Welcome to Hangout Conversations, Tim P. Clary. Uh-oh! There's the evil twin.
I drink your milkshake.
There it is.
What's up, Matt?
What's up? How are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure to have you on. How does it feel? It's only been... I remember when I first started, a few people came at me. You were one of them. You were like, can I be on Hangout Conversations? I said, you can. And I gave you the date. You're like, January? What?
Yeah, no, it's been all right, though. I've hijacked a couple of shows before this, so it's
Oh, yeah? Is that what you would call it? You got high on the jack and you hijacked it? Yeah. Yeah, you were with us with the last show of 2011. You dropped in with Renata Sherwin.
I did. That was fun.
Gave away your sketch pad. Yeah, that was cool. Gave away. So George Roundabout won your sketch pad, right?
George won. I haven't got it out to him yet, but I'm hoping to send it out next week probably. So George, if you're out there, check your mail in the next couple of weeks probably.
Cool. And congratulations to George.
And I've added a couple of more sketches to it, so it's even cooler now.
Very cool. And John Fanfan says he is sweet like candy. Hey, John, I know you're sweet like candy. I speak the truth here. Yeah, what did you say? Did you say what you were going to draw in that blank space? Is it just him? Or?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I should say until I actually draw it, because it was whatever George wanted. So he gave me an assignment, and
what George wanted. Yeah. Now, I don't know George as well as maybe you do. Yes, I do. I think it's something related to Superman or Cookie Monster. Am I close?
You are definitely on the money with one of those.
On the money. Wow. See, now if I was just some random person doing some random show and not a real flusser, would I know that? Do you think me and George are tight? I don't know. Anyway,
it's pretty funny. I'm
pretty
surprised
cool.
you knew.
No, it's just I just think it's funny. Like, that's what Hangouts. I mean, I think like everyone should. I mean, I think everyone could probably say something about everyone now. I mean, basically that hangs out. And what's cool is when I join a Hangout now, basically I don't think I could join a Hangout without at least having one or two or three people that have been somehow involved in the show, whether they were on the show, they were in Conversations Plus, and that's what's great about the show is that everyone's getting out there, everyone's being part of it.
Yeah, the show's been fun.
It's been cool. It's been a good little thing. So let's start with some random questions. I actually put some effort. Usually I have some crappy pen, but I actually put like some effort. I used some Sharpie.
Aha, yeah.
I put some pluses in there.
Oh, look at that. All fancied up.
Gold.
So you want me to pick one of these? Is that the deal here? Let's go with number 3.
Oh, you're like our biggest fan. All right, I'm going to cry. You're going to make me cry.
Let's go with number 3.
Number 3, all right. It's funny that you picked number 3 because number 3, can you just take a wild guess what you think it's about?
I have no idea. The H.I.R.L, probably.
No. Close. What is your funniest and freakiest story about your mustache? Shaving it, Daniel Day-Lewis comparisons besides me or someone else?
You're the only one completely obsessed with the mustache.
Well, because that's what's fun about it. Don't you? Yeah, go ahead.
I've been thinking of getting rid of it.
What? Blasphemy.
It's absurdly long at this point. It's completely out of hand. I mean, I look like Salvador Dali at this point. So I don't know.
So how long have you had that mustache around?
Well, this is the longest it's ever been. But I don't know. I've had the mustache for a few years in various configurations.
Sorry, I was just typing real quick because I was asking them a question about whether...
That's all right. Are there questions out in the chat?
No, not yet. But so one of my methods is, like, I hope to ask something long enough for you to speak, long enough for me to get something in the comments, and then...
yes.
That's one of my methods. But no, it's fine. It's cool. I can improvise. I'm just trying... it's all new, and now we're on Hangouts on Air. You're our 5th show, I think? Yeah, wait. Yeah, Renata, Bobbi Joe, Cliff Rob, Nose. Yeah, 5th show. Then you. Sweet.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So as far as like your family, friends, like nobody, like I've never seen you without the mustache. So what? I mean,
when I was a ski instructor, I used to have to shave it for the season. It was a company policy at the area that I was at for a while. That you had to be clean shaven. So, I would grow it in the summer and then show up at the meeting and, look at all scruffy and goatee, and then I would axe it for the season. But, I haven't worked there in a couple of years, so it's been a few years since I've totally shaved it. It's been at least 2 or 3 years. So I don't know. I'm nervous about doing it, but I feel like I should.
All right. Well, does it itch and stuff, or you're just like saying?
No, I mean it's just kind of mangy at this point. I mean, I could at least just trim it, but if I'm going to trim it, I feel like I should just go all the way and get rid of it and start over. I don't know.
You could. I mean, that's the way to go.
That's the way Byron went. I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen. You know what? I haven't seen Byron since he shaved it. Has he been hanging out since then?
I don't think so. I think
He's
Byron
been hiding.
Byron Rappel, where are you?
Yeah, Byron had that huge beard.
We were gonna make him shave his head.
Must have been at least a 6-month beard.
Oh, he had like.
He shaved on your show, didn't he? Or on the after show?
Conversation Plus, he shaved, and he said he was gonna take all that hair and mail it to me, but people thought that was gross. I don't think it's gross. I just think it's like, this envelope contains Byron Rappel. I mean, I got DNA, so if he ever commits a crime like eating people's brains, I can help people. I think it's giving back to the community in a helpful way. So John Fanavant is out there. You are, and Paul Rustan, Daniel Enlow, and a lot of people are checking this out right now. There is a way there's the way to make a big screen. There's a Chrome extension. Hey T, Erica Patterson, I don't know you, but welcome. To let you do that, to make a big screen, and for those watching that might be part of the Hangout team, it'd be great to just click on the button and make it big screen, and that would be your solution right there. So don't make us rely on an extension. Don't make us, you know what I'm saying? Cool. So Tim Clara, you are an artist. I hear you've got skills. I hear that you've drawn a few people on Plus besides me and my evil twin.
I've been drawing people.
What's the deal with that?
What's that?
What's the deal with that?
I guess when I first got on here, and some people have probably heard this story, but I'll tell it again anyway. It took a little while before I started hanging out. I didn't really know what the deal was with Plus, and I got in kind of late. I mean, September I really got rolling, and I think the second or third hangout I was in was one of Daria's concerts, and that was when I was like, wow, this is really pretty amazing what you can do with this. And then the next one after that I was in was one of Cliff Roth's speed painting caricature marathon sessions where he went 6 or 7 hours of drawing people. And I thought that was really interesting. So I was in there and I drew, I was waiting my turn to be drawn by Cliff, and I was just like, man, I should be doing this too. I draw. So I just grabbed this little sketchbook that was sitting next to me and that I've had for years, and I was just using it for notes and whatnot at the time, but it had some blank pages, so I just grabbed it and did a quick sketch of, let's see if I can find it. Mike Stanger was the first person I drew from Plus in there.
You did have the hat too, which is still.
Yeah, he wasn't wearing the hat at the time.
Now
he
wait,
put it on
put him up again real quick. Real
Sure.
quick, back up. Hold him there for a second. Let's get a shot of that. I don't know if Bobby Joe wants to. He, I think Mike's a great guy, but you really did make him look a little bit, not say that he's not smart, but this guy he almost looks like he runs like a Fortune 500 company. Like he's like ready to take over he could be almost Bradley Horowitz right? No? Here's Bobby Joe saying, that's Mike Stinger. Doesn't it look like, the top part a little bit does, but I'm just saying with the glasses, I don't think, maybe it's the glasses that are throwing me off. It's a good drawing. It just looks like that guy is going to control Mike, maybe one day.
Think so?
I'm used to Mike with the hat. I'm used to the Muppet hat. So
I think he looks pretty chill in this. I don't think he looks like any kind of super genius.
I don't know. All right, just what do you got? Anyway. They'll call me crazy in the chat.
All right.
That's Mike Stinger.
So yeah, I did that drawing, and then and Cam Meadows was hosting that on hangoutparty.com. So he and I started talking, and some other artists kind of came out of the woodwork. Samantha Villanueva, showed up probably that night. Actually, she might have been jumping into that hangout with Cliff too. And then Mike Searle, and before we knew it, a couple of weeks later, we had put together Plustastic, and we were, all drawing people all the time on Google Plus. So it's been fun.
And so basically, everyone's been drawing stuff. Byron Epple was on the show, and he drew me as a zombie first. That's when the art world of G Plus came to me, and I was thinking oh, that's really cool that someone would do that. Someone I didn't even meet. And then I see other people coming out of the woodwork. And Hangouts, you and Cliff Roth, and people that we mentioned already, and other people just drawing stuff for people, and whether they're celebrities or not, or people that are active on Plus. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people doing kind of the avatar thing or the profile image thing now too. Besides the Plustastic group, there's Charles Dowd, who's a comic book illustrator, who's really cool. Boy, there's a few other guys that I can't think of off the top of my head that have kind of picked up on the idea. So it's cool. Some friendly competition out there.
friendly. Sure, there's multiple musicians, multiple artists, multiple people doing shows, multiple people having hangouts, multiple people having multiple O's. What who said that? There's a lot going on. So Plustastic is really. So let's talk about art then. Let's talk about how did you decide to get into art? Like what as a kid? Were you forced into it? Did you see a bird in the sky?
I don't think too many people are forced into art. It's not like you go to the gulags and they break out the sketch pads. No, I was really into comic books when I was a kid. Marvel, the X-Men, Spider-Man, and then kind of started drawing. Just copies of those sorts of things for a while, and then started taking art classes in middle school and high school, and I really hated math. So, although I was kind of good at it, but I had the same math teacher for like 3 years running, and I really didn't care for the guy, so I decided I didn't want to do math ever again, so I went to art school, and studied graphic design, web page design and print design, and wasn't really loving that all that much either. And then that's when I went off and lived on a mountain for 7 or 8 years, ski instructing. And then at some point during that period, I decided.
Wait, you went off the grid. So you were in art school. You finished art school, and then you went.
I moved to Albany, and I was doing some graphic design stuff.
Sorry.
What's that?
I said you went off the grid to live out everyone's 80s sex comedy romp and be a ski.
yeah, hot dog,
Right?
I was a ski instructor and a race coach for a number of years. It's something I'll probably go back to at some point as well, but just kind of got burned out on it a little bit. Talk
to me a little bit about how did you decide to
at some point I decided to get back into drawing because even when I was doing design I wasn't drawing as much. I was just working on the computer a lot, working with type, layouts, that sort of thing, and I decided to try and just kind of channel myself back into what I was originally doing, which was drawing and painting a little bit. So I just started doing that, and I got active with Flickr and some artist groups on Flickr, and have been doing portraits on there for a couple of years. There's a group on there, an artist by the name of Julia Kay, Julia Kay's Portrait Party, which is a group where artists put photos of themselves up, and other artists will draw them in exchange, that sort of thing. So I've been doing a series of that for a couple of years before I got onto Plus. So.
Cool. And so you mentioned comic books as being a big influence. So what are some of the comic books that influenced you to want to draw? And were you sketching like your favorite comic book character as well when you were younger?
Yeah. I mean, I was copying things like the X-Men and Spawn, things like that. But since then I've gotten more into kind of independent stuff and more literary type stuff. Read Mouse. And actually, you sent me a copy of that Meta Mouse.
You matured.
Secret Santa, which was
really
cool.
Cool. Yeah, you matured over your years, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I always liked the art, but, the storylines, by the time I was in middle school, I was, more or less phasing out of superhero stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I still read the occasional one when I hear a big name creators on there that might be doing something interesting, but most of the time I don't get into the straight superhero stuff anymore.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I think you were. I did talk to you a little bit during the promo, a little bit about doing either real life comics or geared towards real people, and that's something.
I did. I threw this thing together recently. Well, speaking of George again, when George commissioned me to do a portrait of him for his birthday, I had a hard time trying to pin down one specific image of George because he's so animated. He's always running around. So I did a series of like four images that were sort of like a comic, where he was back out of frame and then he walks forward. He does the big tiger claw thing. Yeah, a little bit of that. So I did that, and then I had this idea that I maybe would do a series of Hangout comic strip sort of things. So this next one is the next one I did, which is the big DC New Year's Eve H.I.R.L. So this was the crew down there at Roy Swan's house. So there's Rory in the corner, and then everybody getting together. Carter Gibson enjoying a glass of wine.
Yeah, wait, let's stop there for a second on Carter Gibson. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, but it looks like, this is Carter Gibson, like, he's drinking wine, but it looks like he just arrived. Like, he hasn't, he's relaxed, he's dressed really nicely, you gave him the full, and yeah, he's like, it looks like he's about to have a very intellectual conversation, and he might have just went more towards the partying, but I'm sure he said some funny stuff. All right, keep going. I love you, Carter Gibson. We're talking about you. What?
And then there's Al. I forget Al's last name. Leaning into the frame, kind of showing off the place, the couch with I think it's Anthony on the couch, and looks like a pile of liquor back on the kitchen table there. Good times.
So is that the only frame? Okay, there we go.
Wait, there's the last one.
You got the Super Dave?
Rory and Super Dave, and Rory's this was the quote of the night when I was hanging out with him. Party's over. The white people be puking.
That is lovely. And just to let everyone know, that's just kind of a fictional account of what happened. Maybe pieces of it might be true. Maybe. Not really. But so do you think like something like that, I mean, you're coming to the New York City H.I.R.L. or the NY H.I.R.L. or whoever.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's exciting. Do you think you're going to be you're going to draw some situations?
I'll definitely be drawing during the event.
During the photo walk? Maybe during the whole event, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of had this idea that during the photo walk I would be doing a sketch crawl alongside. So basically a sketch crawl is the same thing. You just bring your sketchbooks and you draw, and you kind of share what you've done at the end of the day. We'll post some stuff maybe if other people are doing it. I think Cliff Roth is planning to be drawing during the festivities as well, so it should be fun.
Yeah, and you all have individual styles. You're all individuals, and Cliff is big into speed painting from the show a few weeks ago, and you're big into portraits, and Mike's show as well. Mike's more into making people look svelte and very, like, not saying that they're not accurate, but he gives you the best possible thing, and you draw people more, I guess, a little bit rougher, not still accurate.
Well, I try to be true to the person. I don't try to put my spin on, although you do anyway. I mean, no matter what happens, you're going to filter what you see, and not every drawing works out the way you want it to either. So but yeah, I try to portray people as they really are. I think that's, for me, that's really the challenge and the fun of doing a portrait, is to really try and capture the person as you see them.
Yeah, and it's really just cool to see the different art styles and everything that come across. And I mean, I like all of it. Everything. I mean, it's an honor for anyone to draw you. I mean, that's not something that people just do. I mean, that doesn't happen anywhere else, where someone's going to be like, oh, hey, look, there's that person. I'm going to draw them. And it's not, at first it was like who's popular and who people are talking about or whatever. But then you start hanging out and you're like, oh, I'm going to draw this person or that person. Or I'm going to hang out and I'm drawing, and there's people to draw. And nobody. I mean, have you ever? I never even asked this. Have you ever had a negative experience drawing somebody that didn't know they were being drawn, or didn't want to be drawn, or didn't like it, or did you ever have anything that was, or any of the artists that you know?
Well, I've surprised a few people where we'll just be hanging out, and I haven't told anybody that I was drawing. So I had a couple of people kind of freak out a little bit, but I mean, not really negatively, just being surprised. So that's been kind of fun.
Yeah, no, sorry for my pausing. I'm just
That's
trying,
all right. That's all right.
I'm trying to be involved with the audience, and you're watching the audience. Thank you for watching us, whether it's live or YouTube or wherever you're catching us. And Cliff Roth, he said, oh man, did I just miss you talking about me? I just saw you watching. That was my terrible Cliff Roth impression.
Yeah, I was telling everybody how Cliff was the Hangout with Cliff was how I first started drawing during Hangouts. So he was a big inspiration for me, definitely.
Yeah, and the fact that guy can draw for it. Did you ever try one of those where you were drawing for like a marathon, or have you ever done?
No, I haven't really done that yet. I thought about it, but for whatever reason, I haven't done it myself yet.
Does your hand ever physically hurt from drawing too much, or no? I mean, does it happen, or just tired?
It can happen. I don't. I'm not full time with it, so.
What are you? So let's talk about full time. So art is what your passion is. As well.
Yeah, I still do graphic design right now. I do freelance web design and that sort of thing.
Does that not count as art to you, or?
It does. But I'd like to do more of what I've been doing on here with drawing, or I'd like it. I'd like to get into comics maybe, but I don't know if I'm really have the chops yet for that.
Yeah, but I like the pictures. Hold that up.
Yeah, so that's this is sort of a little experiment with that.
Yeah, it looks. I think that's really good.
I'm thinking that maybe I can do one of these once a week, maybe. And
I think that would be great, and post it, and then people might, as long as you. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has different personality. I mean, I think what you wrote was funny, but everybody's gonna react differently. But
but I mean, it is what it is. I just put it out there. If I get a negative reaction from it, you roll the punch.
Yeah, because I actually, when Byron first came in, I threw him a bunch of ideas about doing one-sheets of stuff and putting people on plus and stuff, and like circle bubbles, and I sent him this whole thing, and he's busy and he does zombies, so I mean I could throw those ideas at you. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do that people would love, and you draw people, you draw stuff for talking outs plus. I mean, you're basically showing people what they like, what they see every day, and that's what's cool, and what they love. So that's why, George, I could sit here and talk about what people love. I mean, if you drew like Bacon for, say, like, I don't know, like Manda or Mike Stinger.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw Bacon.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just throwing it out. Well, you can draw it in a very creative way. You can draw.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think mainly I enjoy drawing people.
Real stuff, yeah.
In real life situations.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that great with coming up with a drawing straight out of my imagination. I think that's a real amazing talent that some people have that I just don't.
See, to me, I think that's great, and I think that, but me, like those ideas spew, and I even think an idea for Hangout comics. I already have ideas right now that I can go nonstop with. But,
cool.
But yeah, I mean, I would, all the artists. I mean, that's fun. I mean, because I am a writer, and so that's part of what I do, and so that would be cool. That's part of creating a world, creating a vision. You think about The Walking Dead, right? Everyone loves that, and that's more of a real comic. And The Walking Dead is more. You're not a zombie person, but the human element to a comic book or
yeah. I've read some of The Walking Dead stuff. It's good.
Yeah, and so what do you think about the way that people are drawn in that? Is it real or?
Yeah, I like the art and most of that.
That's cool.
You know, I kind of like that black and white look too, especially for that story. It works really well. I could go on forever about different comics artists that I really love. I mean, that whole bookshelf back there is mostly comics and graphic novels.
The Watchmen as well, or
yeah, I love the Watchmen.
Cool.
Yeah, Alan Moore is really great. He did one called From Hell that's about Jack the Ripper. That's really brilliant too. The illustrator on that is amazing, Eddie Campbell. I think I don't have that book.
So yeah, comic books. I hear what you're saying. Some of them feel like they're kid-like, and some of them are a little bit more adult. Depends on what it is, and you know, there's a split. You know, there's a lot of kid fans of comic books, and there's a lot of adult fans, and they become graphic novels. You know, so you feel like you're doing.
Yeah. I mean. You know, and it's over the last 10 or 15 years, it's really broadened out into. There's a lot more material and a lot of there's different genres that you never saw before, or not even genres, just straight stories, and you know, so it's been pretty interesting over the last few years, seeing different artists come in from different backgrounds. There's a lot of artists that are working in comics now that never grew up on reading, you know, Marvel and DC stuff. So that's interesting. People with a real different look at it. So there's some pretty out there stuff going on, and it's exciting.
Cool. Let's do a G4. Let's put a pause on the break. The G4.
Bring it on.
4 rapid questions. Here we go. Number 1, do you prefer to draw hair or noses with your portraits? Which do you prefer? Like, which do you like?
Hair is harder. Hair is really, really tough for me. Especially like long curly hair, that sort of thing.
Mine still does hair pretty well, but it's hard, right? It's tough.
Yeah, it's tough. Hair is the toughest part of the portrait for me.
Do you think so? Getting the hair right?
Yeah, the noses are hard too, but I think with the features on the face, we're conscious of those more when we're looking at people, so they're kind of more ingrained in our mind. So. So what would be easier? Like eyeballs, eyes, ears, lips? Eyes are pretty easy for me. I like drawing eyes. A lot of times, if I'm just doodling, I'll end up just drawing an eyeball or something right in there. Daniel Enlow's texting me or something. I don't know what's going on.
Hi, I mean Daniel Enlow, Photo Walk, New York City Photo Walk guy.
Tell him to lay off. You're a busy person right now.
Yeah, tell him you're on a show. He's on a show.
Daniel would be an easy portrait. He's got a shaved head.
Hold on my calls, bitches.
That's what he's saying.
Hold on my calls, bitches. That's what your was. Wow, yeah. Cliff Roth said he could pre-order some. You can pre-order some. I'm not sure what he's talking about specifically. Cliff Roth, what can we pre-order? I guess your art and other people's art. And he did some good stuff with me and Bobby Joe when he was on. And so, yeah, I mean, there's lots of comic books, lots of characters, lots of stuff like that going. Oh, man, we're in the middle of G4. I almost forgot. Wow.
It's all right.
Like, no. So, because of Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood or Gangs of New York? Which movie did you like better?
Oh, that's tough. Those are both really good movies. I guess I kind of got to go with There Will Be Blood. Although I don't think that's my favorite movie by that director. That's Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, well, Boogie Nights.
He's really good. I've loved all his stuff.
Yeah.
But that one was so dark and I don't know. Just,
I liked it.
One of my
favorite movies because I like just Daniel Day-Lewis. Like I kind of like those things where it's that one person that really can make the whole movie. Daniel Day-Lewis does it for that.
And that's definitely a command performance.
Yeah, that's why I like Michael C. Hall he is that show. There's some shows and movies where it's that one person that really makes it. So yeah, but Gangs of New York is good. I think it's got some. It doesn't hold up as well as a movie.
Yeah, I don't think it holds up. Overall. It's too long too. I think that one could have been edited down a bit.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why he's like, oh, now he made Hugo. I hear good things about it, but
it's really good actually. And that one's based on a graphic novel too.
Awesome. And it's very family oriented, or?
Yeah, it is. But
it's like the nicest movie, Martin Scorsese. It should be titled The Nicest Movie, where I don't know if anyone dies, but the nicest probably not much blood.
No, I don't think anybody dies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's the first time he's ever. Well, King's of Comedy, I don't remember. I don't think anyone died, but in a bloody way. Hangout. You're in Hangouts. We didn't talk about Hangouts too much yet. Do you prefer to have Hangouts where you're in a debate, or do you like silliness better? Like
it's
like, would you rather hang out with your head? What?
Most hangouts I'm in can kind of swing the whole gamut while you're in them. I mean,
that's true.
So,
which part is more fun? Which part do you enjoy? Do you like being involved in a debate, or are you more into just randomness, silliness?
I don't know. I mean,
right. Both. You like both?
Yeah, both, I guess. I mean, I like it all. I like hanging out. I like interesting conversations. I like, I like having fun too.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to say. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think like just having a good time. And then the big question everyone's been waiting for, I think I already know the answer, but H.I.R.L or HIP?
Oh, H.I.R.L all the way.
H.I.R.L all the way. There it is. And we'll be doing that soon. Thank you. That's the G4. Hey, you did good. You won 500 points. I don't know where you're going to use them to, but maybe what's his face? What's that guy?
I'll pick those up in New York City.
Pick up those plus ones.
Yeah.
So cool. So the audience is picking up here. We have Anthony Feliciano's joining us. He's DC Hero.
Cool.
And he was on the couch, I think.
Yeah, he might have made a small guest appearance in there somewhere. I think that's him in the background.
Yeah, and Daniel Lowe said that he preferred shades. I guess he's trying to be funny. That's what he said. And he said you could pre-order Cliff Rock. We can pre-order your New York City H.I.R.L art. Okay, very cool. And we're talking about that, Anthony. Bill the Butcher. You look like Daniel Day-Lewis, whether it's Bill the Butcher or There Will Be Blood. I mean, it just depends on But
yeah, actually, the mustache is more Bill the Butcher than what's the character's name in There Will Be Blood? I don't know.
Daniel Plainview.
Plainview, right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the handlebar.
Yeah, but it's still it's cut off a little bit. Yeah, but it's still the eyebrows with the long hair. So
yeah, it's more Bill the Butcher.
Yeah, and Paul Riston says P.T. Anderson is one of his faves. Yeah, I like P.T. Anderson too, but There Will Be Blood I felt like was a step away from what he's done in a cooler, bigger direction. And
yeah, definitely. I liked Magnolia. That was my favorite of his. I think that's an amazing movie.
No, Magnolia's really good too, and wow, Tom Cruise out of nowhere. That was pretty cool to see him.
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
Pretty nuts to see that. Bobbi Joe just shows a pretty funny link, which basically says, describe your sex life with a movie title: Gladiator, Enter the Dragon, The Uninvited, Catch If You Can,
Oh my God.
No Country for Old Men, A Shot in the Dark, Love and Basketball, Gone in 60 Seconds. That's pretty funny.
That looks like fun.
That's pretty funny. Free Willy, of course, is complicated as most of us.
Dr. No.
Mine was The Invisible.
Oh,
Home Alone. Nice.
Home Alone. Home Alone. There it is. The winning answer. Describe your sex life. Home Alone. Woody Allen says masturbation is sex with someone I love. So there you go.
Oh my God, this is an epic comment thread. I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you want to check that out, Bobbi Joe was a good find over there. Last Mohicans is pretty good. Yeah. Did I say with enthusiasm, Daniel Linlow? I prefer shade. Matthew. Wait. Let me do the full Daniel since he's watching. Matthew. Yeah. That's my Sorry, that was my Daniel Linlow, everybody. That was my first attempt at Daniel Linlow. I'm sure he's loving me now. No, I love everybody. Especially people with mustaches. So, do you feel like, are you up to drawing something now? Live demonstration?
Yeah, I could probably do something for you.
A little bang for plus $1. There we go. We're going to get some live Tim Clary originals going on here. Do you have any questions?
What do you want me to draw? What am I doing tonight?
It'd be cool. People are talking about movies and stuff, and you're talking about comics, real life people.
I could show that one I was doing the other day I did draw Daniel Plainview the other day.
Yeah. Let's get that out there. Here, if you didn't see the promo, there's Daniel Plainview. I
drink your milkshake.
It was a little bit like an army sergeant, Daniel Plainview.
He does kind of, doesn't he?
Yeah,
that didn't quite work out.
Tell you to drop and give him 20. And then there's me. That's supposed to be me next to you. But
this was a terrible drawing of you, though.
Michael Jackson. It was the Thundercat Michael Jackson version of me, which they want to see. They want to see it. You're like hiding it now, but that's all right. It's like you will never see that. So I see you got some pencils and some Sharpie. It's pretty cool to see your face on your laptop. Look at that. Like your face, it's like your face is on.
It's sitting in the corner of the laptop. Yeah.
All right, it's on your laptop. Too bad it's not on the mouse. Click that face.
Yeah, I actually need to.
If anyone has any questions or comments or rapid fire on this or that,
you should ask the audience what I should draw.
What should Tim Clary draw? Should he draw NYC?
Let's see something in the comments.
Did you already start? Hey, I was gonna bring up. Did you already start working on the New York City H.I.R.L poster, or do you have that? Or
Yes, I don't have it finished yet though, so it's not ready to.
But can we can't get a sneak preview after, can we?
No, yeah.
All right,
It's
never
kind
mind.
of a mess.
So do you want to do something related to the New York City H.I.R.L coming up? Something I don't know, or you want to draw? You want to draw the Brooklyn Bridge? Do you want to draw
the Brooklyn Bridge? That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool. I know you like to draw people though. You could draw the Brooklyn Bridge with a big, we could floating heads like Daniel Emlo and that's I know whatever you want. Little. Hey, so the photo walk is up to like almost 80 people. So if you want to just draw
holy cow, that's gonna be nuts.
Random people floating around the Brooklyn Bridge, that would occupy H.I.R.L. How's that? There you go.
Occupy H.I.R.L. Nice.
There it is. That's a new meme starting. So if you're just joining us now, where were you? What the hell? But hey, welcome. Hangout Conversations, Matt Rappaport, got Tim Clary, Plustastic Artist, and Bobbi Jo Woods is hanging in there. Hopefully that she doesn't have too much of a hangry. I don't know. Hope she's alright. And
I'm looking for some photo reference on the Brooklyn Bridge right now.
I got some breaking news. Let's see. Newt Gingrich and Mitt Romney. Really? That's the breaking news? Alright. Well. Glad it was important. Oh, so we didn't talk. So while you're watching, what do you guys think about the whole Obama having a hangout January 30th? People can submit questions, and you can have a hangout and answer the questions that are picked. So it's all going to be planned. I mean, I guess it's cool to hear what he's going to say, but I mean, the speech, the State of the Union means we're watching it promo night, and I thought it was pretty good. But overall, I feel like whether it's him or another candidate or a politician, these hangouts really, the idea of them being platforms in that way, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like against what they are, and I really think something where it's like I get the president and candidates who have images and they want to sit there and be forced to speak or answer something that's going to make them look bad or put them on the spot in a bad way, but having a casual conversation with somebody, what we're doing, I think is what's cool, and that's what hangouts are. They're not about this.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they actually have people on with them to ask him questions, or if it's just going to be totally scripted. I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they do with it, because I have been in a couple of the hangouts that Gary Johnson had. There was a minor candidate running for president.
Is he running for president? Wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah, he's the former governor of New Mexico, I think. Cam had him on his hangoutparty.com. So they were kind of interesting sometimes, because he was actually having people come into the hangout pretty open and ask a question. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see that.
So basically, they're saying Paul's offering a lot of suggestions. Actually, he said draw microns. They're two-headed Matt Rappaport, Bobbi Jo dragon with spots, and I guess the spots would help.
Wait a minute, what?
A two-headed Matt Rappaport, Bobbi Jo Woods dragon with spots. I don't know what the spots.
Oh my god!
My notifications aren't working all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't even look at notifications for the show. What I do, I just always refresh the actual thread.
Microns. What is a micron?
Micron? I don't know exactly.
Isn't it just a tiny thing? There, I just drew a micron.
He wants you to also draw the nicest stick figure you can muster, because he doesn't. Is that a knock? Hey, Paul Wiston, your trash talking is getting a little out of hand over there, Paul Wiston. I mean, settle down over there. We watched you paint a naked chick, and that's all you got. Let's see you paint a cock. Who said that? Johnny Cochran. So he said, "Oh, bang out." He couldn't believe, that's what he's calling it. Oh, bang out. Obama out. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I like when the Dalai Lama thing came around, and it was last minute when I heard about it. And I was like, okay, Dalai Lama's hanging out with the Bishop Tutu. All right, that sounds interesting that they could do it, but I don't really. I watched. It was late at night or early in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, and I didn't feel like there was. I mean, I didn't pay attention to it. It was kind of boring. It was kind of like, oh, hey, hi, hello, yes, peace, great. I'm not trying to make fun of them. I'm just saying it didn't feel like that. They obviously English is not their first language. I don't think so. It can be tough. So I didn't. I thought the idea of it was cooler. I think the idea of connecting people all over the world in one place is the coolest thing about, hangouts and things. Oh my God, is that me again? Are you really doing the dragon?
I'm gonna try.
Here we go, Paul Rustan.
Paul Rustan, two-headed dragon. Let's see. She probably has some wings, right?
What you? Yeah, I guess. Wow, I'm getting a phone call in the middle of my show. I don't even know who it is. It's from New York, though. 347. Who's trying to call me? Should I have taken a live call? I don't know.
I don't know. If maybe somebody's trying to call into the show.
I don't know who is it. Let's see. Let me see. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Hello, who's that?
Oh, it's a wrong number, but you're in New York. We're live on Hangout Conversations. Welcome. Let me put you on speakerphone. You said it's a wrong number.
Hello, wrong number. How are you?
You won 5 trillion plus 1. That is correct.
Hello?
Hello, how are you? You are on live with Matt Rappaport, Hangout Conversations. Glad that you can call us in. You should call 213-375-8752 and leave us a message. Oh, Bang Out sounds dirty. What do you think? Do you know what Google Plus is?
Oh my God. Matthew,
hello? Oh, I lost her. What? Who called?
Was that a wrong number?
That was
really?
a wrong number. Why can't I get fun out of it, right? All right. Oh, well.
That's pretty
I
funny.
wanted to explore Google Plus. Oh, look at the dragon. I already have wings. Great. If you have us like farting and like bad breathing, why am I giving my days?
Oh my God.
All right, that should be fun.
You know you're supposed to mute when you fart in a hangout, right?
Wait, are you supposed to mute when you fart in a hangout even if it doesn't make a sound?
I always do.
What if it doesn't make a sound?
Then
I
it's...
think you're taking an awful risk if you don't.
Really? Are you taking an awful risk? Do you think anyone's going to notice you were the one that farted if you're in a hangout of 10 people?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
not.
Listen, at the New York City H.I.R.L headquarters, they're letting a lot of people there, men, women, whatever, and people are going to probably pass out, sneeze, snore, cough, fart, burp, smell bad, good, who knows, and whatever. I mean, it's not like any of them are doing it on purpose. Everyone's systems are built differently, and I accept it. So you should too. Anyway, I'm just saying. Just saying. We want to have fun. So putting it out there in advance in case there's someone that is very particular about their environment. Anyway. Oh, what do you think, Bobby Joe? Does it look? What is it me or do I look like just let your soul glow?
No, you look like fucking Beetlejuice in that picture. Beetlejuice.
I feel like it's like Coming to America no, part of it, it's not your fault. I mean, you're using a pencil, so you really can't get the color. You can't really get color in yet. So.
Oh boy.
No, you don't have to. I'm not messing with you. I'm not an art critique. I love it. It's great. I'm sorry. I feel like an ass.
No, it's all right.
I'm not trying to be.
I really shouldn't try to do this kind of drawing with I don't know. This is ridiculous.
Pencil or with what? No, it's screw it. I don't care. It's awesome. I mean, whatever. I mean, people might not think it's me, and that's fine. It kind of looks like if I was an African American or from the Island Blacks, that would be me. I love seeing what I look like when I take the pills.
See, I told you hair was hard.
Yeah, hair is Jerry curls. It's tough.
That's what she said.
Wow, hair. Wow. Yay, OMG. What about you?
What should look at? Oh my God!
That's
Just looking at the comments here.
What do you think of the drawing so far? So can we talk while you draw, or is that against your religion?
What's that?
Can you multi-talk?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I just don't know what kind of drawing is going to come out when we're talking about the drawing.
Oh, okay. I won't be talking about the drawing, though. I'm going to talk.
All right, talk about something else.
Let's talk a little bit about skiing. So you have a love for skiing. You live upstate New York where there is skiing, right? Near mountain. You're probably not that far away from ski ranges, right?
Actually, it's pretty flat where I am right now.
Yeah.
But so I haven't done a whole lot of skiing this year. In the past, I lived down in the Catskills, and I was right on Hunter Mountain. So
with my peoples, you were in the Catskills with the comedians and the hostage and the deli. That's good.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. We did have some, real Orthodox Jewish people come out and ski every once in a while. But you got all kinds at Hunter, so it was cool. Yeah, I spent most of 7 years there, but I've also worked at a couple other areas. I went out to California one year, at the end of one year, and worked at Mammoth Mountain.
Cool. What was that like? It's like when people think California, I don't think snow. So that's cool. It was northern.
Well,
then, or?
Yeah, northeastern California is in the Sierra Nevada range. So there's Lake Tahoe, and then there's this amazing mountain Mammoth, which is it's above 13,000 feet. Sorry. So it's one of the highest mountains in the country, and they just had
lived there for a little
acres
bit?
of snow. I just went there for a month at the end of one season. So.
Cool. They're having a go at me, of course, on the comment thread. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. If you want to say it to me in person, well, I said that. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Make fun of me. Go ahead.
The comments are ripping on you?
Yeah. A little bit. Daniel wants to say, hey, look, it's a penis with wings. But I don't know if he's talking about me, or is insulting your drawing, or what. And here he's going to be like, no, Matthew. No, I was definitely talking about you. Anyway. Daniel's like, stop making fun of me. And then Paul wasn't saying a stick figure. No, I didn't think a stick figure was a knock. It was just funny. He's like, imagine having a hangout with the best artists and asking all to draw. It's fine. Yeah, no, that's a great point. That if we, in the future, I would love to have. We've had some conversations plus with multiple artists, but I'd love to have some special panel shows, some things where it's like all musicians and all artists, and like different kinds of shows like that. And so to get it's like, all right, right now I'm going to say everybody draw X, and then everyone's drawing it, and I click around on different people. And
we could play Pictionary.
Yeah, we could.
That'd be kind of fun. Although people have probably already done that, haven't they?
Matt the Magic Dragon lived on the page. Wow. Puff, puff. Actually, it's funny that you're drawing me as a dragon, because Cat B wrote something like puff, puff, pass, pass, and it was like a marijuana joint. And for some reason tagged me thinking that maybe she thinks my brain works on drugs, but it only works on G plus caffeine juice. I'm not sure where she got that information, that intel. That's nuts.
I don't know.
It looks pretty good. So wait, is it going to be a one-headed dragon? Bobbi Joe was left out.
I'm terrified to try and stick Bobbi Joe's head on there.
You're terrified of what she's going to say?
So I decided to leave it a Rappaport dragon.
I don't want to be part of the dragon.
Wow, look at my hands. You got the hands right. Let me get the...
We'll ink them in a little bit.
Cool. Well, there it is. Hey, so if you want to draw Bobbi Joe Woods' stick figure, she'll love you forever. After the Conversations Plus.
Yeah, I would love to be a stick figure.
Wow, really? What are you doing to me? Hey, it's Puff the Magic Albert. Wow. I wish Super Dave was here. Wow. I don't think... Wow, my nose just keeps growing and growing.
I probably have a better pen somewhere. A more brush-like pen. A little black one, though. I don't know. So what else is going on? What else can we talk about?
Oh, we talk about lots of stuff. I just wanted to, we have a surprise as normal, or sometimes, and was working on a surprise.
Is it time for a surprise?
Working on it. It lets me Elvis the Dragon. That's awesome. Make me, hey, mama. Oh, that's a hunk of love. Wow. I'm not making fun of you. I just love it. It's awesome. Cool. It's like Elvis. It's like if Elvis, the Joker, and a dragon had a baby. That's awesome. That's kind of like, why so hangout conversationists? Wow. And here we. It kind of looks. I kind of look like a Pez dispenser a little bit, like my head. Like
a little bit, something like that.
That's kind of cool. No, I love everything you're doing. It's just fun to throw out what you think and craziness. I'm clicking around and yeah. So skiing. Well, I was getting into skiing. So what I wanted to ask you a little bit about. So as far as skiing goes, and like you were an instructor. You were teaching people how to ski. You were going cross country. You were going down slopes. You were doing crazy.
Downhill, alpine. Yeah, and I was teaching regular lessons as well as coaching alpine race teams. So
wow.
I taught for 2 years I worked with the 7 to 9-year-old kids, or 7 to 10-year-old kids, which is the J5 group. And then my last year that I was coaching one of the teams, I had the high school kids, so they were the 1s and 2s. And they were both, it was a lot of fun, both groups. Although the high school kids was a real challenge because that was the first time I'd ever tried to teach anyone. Some of these kids were better than I was.
That's cool. Who taught you how to ski?
What's that?
Who taught you how to ski? Your family?
Well, I took lessons as a kid, and then I was a racer in high school and college, so I had several different coaches. Different people along the way.
Yeah, that's cool. And
I learned a lot once I was an instructor as well. Actually, we had some great clinicians, so I learned a lot more. Than I thought I would even then. So
when I think of skiing, I would think of better off dead. Will he do it? Will he with John Cusack?
He's skiing on one ski.
One ski, yeah. It's like it was $2. Yeah, it's a great movie, but there's lots of like you said, hot dog. So did you compete? Were there like events and stuff, races or contests?
Yeah. I raced slalom and giant slalom. So yeah, I raced in high school and college, like I said.
Oh, nice. Did you ever do like a ski jump or just downhill?
No, I never did any freestyle stuff.
You're like, I like my legs not to
I've skied some moguls and things and done some jumps, but nothing competitive. It wasn't as big when I was a kid. So.
Yeah, you know me. I'm the Long Island Jew, so you know what we did? We did tobogganing. That was our thing. That's where we stayed. No, but I always wanted to ski. There are a lot of people that ski. Just never did it. I will do it. I would love to actually have we should actually have like a Google Plus ski weekend type of thing.
That would be awesome. I would love to do that.
That'd be amazing. I don't know if I would actually want to be on the slopes and I would be skiing. I might want to be like warm by the fire. No, yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun. We could party and ski, and I think a hot tub time machine comes to mind. So it's craziness. They were all skiing. Cool. What's going on in the man? Paul responds crazy delayed. That's not a new thing. And Paul wants to know what kind of pen you're using right now. Actually,
this one is a Faber-Castell Pitt pen. This is a brush pen.
Okay.
I've also got some microns that I was using.
Oh, okay. So that's what he meant by microns, right? Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's what he meant.
You're like, okay, that's probably what he meant.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Paul's like, what kind of crazy-ass drugs is freaking Clary doing? I want some. That'd be nice. So did you get a chance to check out some of the Ruston body paint with Leslie?
I did. I love Paul's stuff. He's really
I love his stuff
just
with
amazing.
the paint, without the paint. Either way. Yeah. Well, it was interesting to watch. I watched some of it, too. I was watching it, and Paul looked like he was kind of like either at like with the headphones on, it looked like he was either like at an airport directing traffic, or he was like a DJ and like he had like just spinning the naked chick around. No, I mean obviously it's talent and skill. Bobbi Jo Woods will be right back with the logo, and she just has some crash issues, but
Okay.
Cool. So as far as skiing goes, did you ever like have any bad tumbles or anything that was crazy or?
Yeah, I've taken a lot of spills. I actually blew up my ACL out and that was at Mammoth actually. So I have my left knee is reconstructed. Tore my MCL a couple of times. So that one's not as bad though. You don't have to get surgery for the MCL. And I've taken lots of spills that didn't require surgery. So yeah, cool. But it comes with the territory.
Yeah, I was looking at the tag thing, and I'm wondering if they changed it. Anyway, yeah, no, spills. It's kind of when you tag someone, I don't know if they changed the boxing for it. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, it's kind of like riding a bike or roller skates or ice. Can you roller skate and ice skate? You do all that stuff too.
Yeah. I rollerbladed quite a bit as part of my training to get in shape for the season. So I've done a bit of that. I've done a little ice skating too.
Yeah.
I like to ride my bike a lot in the summer. I got a road bike a couple of years ago, so I've been doing a lot of road biking. I've done a couple of triathlons.
Wow, look at
there is the Rappaport dragon.
Dragon, that's making me hungry. It almost looks
the
like
Dragonport.
It kind of looks like the bottom part of me. It looks like a piece of chicken. Is that just me, or like there's kind of like a little like thigh in there? And
it's a big, it's a big back leg.
Nice
big back, strong dragon leg.
Nice dragon. That needs to go stop hanging out so much. Nice tail. I got Rappa dragon. That's what it is. You want to write that at the top, Rappa dragon?
Sure.
Dragon. Yeah, that's probably. There we go. Nice. I don't know. Rappa dragon, and then freaking. I don't know if you want to do a dash. Yeah, there it is. Cliff Roth's probably like, wow, that's really good. I like that. That's really nice. Daniel was like, oh, I think I like that. And Rastan's like,
Rappa dragon.
Rastan's stuck in. I don't know what's going on. Cool. So, Rappa dragon it is. Awesome.
Let me clean it up a little bit.
Cool. If you can clean it up a little bit, we're going to have a surprise coming up shortly. Just you wait to give a little lead to our guests, our surprise guests. We'll be right with you, surprise guest. Awesome to have you here. And so just back to the thread real quick. I was going to say hi to a few people. Paul Ruston, Daniel Enlow, Cliff Roth, and John Fanavans was here earlier, and everyone else that's watching and sharing. Google shared calendars. Thanks for sharing. Very cool. Plus one. Nate J, Andre Roque, Daniel Fontaine, Laurie Desatel, Charles Hoge, Tim Jones. Thanks for sharing us with the people. Very cool. Bobbi Joe Woods is back. Bobbi Joe Woods. Very good. There's the logo. I don't know. So, hey, one thing we didn't talk about the culture of Hangouts, Hangout conversations, or Hangouts in general, and the culture of it all. How did you first get on Google Plus, and how did you find out about it, and were you into Facebook and stuff? Where did that come from?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm not a huge fan of it. I didn't like the lack of control. At least, I mean, now they've changed some things in response to what Google is doing. But how everything was totally open, and the privacy controls were very buried in there. So I had a design friend who gave me an invite to Google Plus, and I started checking it out in August. I didn't really do much with it. I was teaching a portrait class at the time, so I was a little busy. But then in September, I started playing around with it a little bit more, and started doing the Hangouts. I think the first one was the longest Hangout I think I was in, with some of those guys. And then I discovered what people were doing with art and whatnot. So and kind of got excited about it. We put together Plustastic, and I don't know, the rest is history.
Cool. And so Plustastic, and did you it was your baby, and I know Cam's involved, and how did you get that in the artist, and how did that?
Yeah, Cam, Mike, H.I.R.L, and I kind of thought it up, and we invited Samantha and Cliff and some of the other people to join in, and we kind of threw it together quickly. I still want to redesign the whole site, but I haven't had time yet. So hopefully, maybe in February, after the H.I.R.L.
Awesome.
Do a redesign and give it some
what's cool about H.I.R.L? H.I.R.L's been really cool because we have many events planned, and one of the events we had planned, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for a card that I dropped. One of the events that we had planned was this concert, this Google Plus musicians, people that hang out, a concert with Darian Musk and Ryan Van Sickle, and I believe this Heather Fay character is going to be there. This very nice enchanting woman that does this open mic, which I watched, which is very nice. Open mic nights with Heather Fay.
Yeah, her show is great.
It would be awesome if we could. I hope to talk to her soon. Maybe now, maybe later. We're gonna meet her somewhere along the lines, and we'll get to be more in depth with Heather Fay. And That would be really cool. And hopefully she has time for us eventually when she's not busy. She's married. She's got kids. She's got.
Hey.
Oh my God! Where did you come from, Jon Stewart? Who invited you in here? Oh my God! Half Jon Stewart, half Heather Fay. Welcome to Conversations. That is
Heather.
Hey Heather. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Oh, you're muted. Oh no, you're not. There you go. Hey.
Am I muted?
No, you're good now.
No, you're good.
Okay. Okay.
You're there. Hey Heather Fay.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Heather.
How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Cool.
good.
And
Yeah.
it was great seeing you last night. You performed with Ryan, and then you guys just got popular afterwards. I tried to get in to tell some jokes, and you guys are packed. But awesome that I got to hear you, and you and Ryan were going back and forth last night, and I can't wait to watch you go back and forth in New York live in person.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I'm really, really, really excited. It was fun last night too. It was a good time. I'm glad you came by, and
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and Tim has been. I think Tim's been to your open mic before, right?
I have. I've at least. Well, I don't know if I actually popped in because I don't sing. So.
What?
But I've watched. I've definitely watched your show, Heather. It's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen you on the I think in the
chat.
chat. Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Cool. So how's your night going? How are things? You look like you're surrounded by your Fender casters and everything right now. And
I am. No, everything's good. I'm just, I'm just tired.
yeah, you've been doing a lot.
And I promised my daughter that I would tuck her in tonight. So I have to be a good mommy and
Do you ever sing like you must be singing? You sing lullabies to her eventually.
I wrote a song for Ruby's song is on my album, and I wrote that when I was pregnant with her, and I had no idea. I was feeling completely overwhelmed and excited and happy, but nervous about that all of a sudden I was going to be responsible for this other human being, and I didn't know how I was capable of it. And so I wrote down a bunch of stuff, and it became a song, and it became Ruby's song. And I sing it to her. She falls asleep to it every night, and although I think she's starting to get a little bit tired of it.
What? How could you get tired of it? That's great. But, yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So what was it like? So wow, you were pregnant, you're writing a song, so you were able to hold the guitar over your belly and stuff?
I played my last I have 2 kids, and when I was pregnant with my son, I played my last show 2 weeks before I gave birth. I was my guitar was out here. It was crazy. I couldn't even I could barely hold it, but it was fun nonetheless. And he would move when I'd play my guitar. He would move in the belly. So it was cool.
So he's like, do they like to touch the guitar and
Oh yeah.
Themselves and.
Oh totally, yeah. They are really musical, and I mean they're kids. I think all kids are musical. They love instruments and all that stuff.
Tung. Cool. I had a G4 prepared, and I think it went flying. I know it was just like a rapid fire. And I know one of the questions was, to this or that. One of the things was Madonna or Michael Jackson. And that's probably a hard one, right?
For me, if I had to, take a bullet for one?
Choose between 2 of them. You're like, I can't choose between them.
I mean, wow. Oh God. Early Madonna.
Neither one of them are watching, by the way. Just let you know.
Oh, in that case.
The pressure's off. So. Who music inspires you more? Madonna? Or is that 2? They both. You could say both.
No, Michael Jackson. I mean, from the Jackson 5. If I include the Jackson 5 and Michael, I mean that whole.
Everything, yeah.
Yeah. Then him. I really love Madonna. Early Madonna. I'm not a fan.
You don't like the person she's become today.
Later stuff.
I get it. Cool.
I think she's changed. Oh my gosh, she changed music for women, or she changed worlds for women in that you could be over 30 and still be rocking and sexy and and doing stuff. I don't think Gwen Stefani wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? She just opened the door for a lot of the
female musicians. Yeah, you have tons of them. Alanis and you have Adele and tons of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Tim, I know you kind of have to be a mommy, and Tim was our guest. Tim drew me as a dragon. I don't know if he'll get you. Maybe
did you
do a
see
little.
that, Heather?
I don't know if you saw that. Did little.
I did. I love it.
Hey,
the Rapid Dragon.
The Rapid Dragon.
The Rapid
Look
Dragon.
at my butt. My butt looks so delicious.
Oh, you're a little. It does, you know what? It looks delicious. I want to bite right into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's so delicious. It's like wow. And Bobby was like, gross. So hey, I don't. So you played. I mean, was there a song you didn't play while I was in the room, or I mean, play whatever you want. I mean, whatever you would be awesome. We would love to hear anything you'd like to play. If you want, you know, it would be awesome. Can you? I know we talked about riffs joking around, but can you? Would it be hard? I don't know how you are with guitar and riffs. So can I get a rappa riff? If I got a rappa dragon, can I? Is there like that easy riff you can do like real quick, like? Or you know, that's
my
how you
God,
say
no, I'm terrible. I'm actually not a very good guitar player.
No. That's all right. You're allowed.
No, I am. I mean, it serves my purpose in songwriting, and I can play on. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not a riff girl. I'm more of like a rhythm girl, rhythm guitar.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, I don't know.
Like just a bang.
I don't know.
That's good. I'll take it. I'll take that.
You start singing?
Yeah, you could sing. Oh, I was gonna actually ask you real quick. Songwriting or performing? Do you prefer one over the other?
When it's a good no.
I'm asking you the hard ones. All right.
No, you are it's phases, different phases. There are times when I just well, no, I would always love to play, and if a song's coming, I'll always love to write. So no, they're like it's Sophie's choice. I couldn't possibly.
Yeah, like writing and directing me. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Heather Fay.
What do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear?
I mean, not that I'm assuming you guys know. All right, so I could.
Can I get something a little up-tempo, I mean, I don't know if you prefer up-tempo ballads, but I like maybe something really fast and quick. Do you have one of those?
No.
You're like, no. All right.
I can do something a little more up-tempo. I can do Dukes Up. That's a little more like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, something happy.
Go for it. Sounds good.
Something happy. All right.
Heather Fay.
You're talking circles again. I'm feeling dizzy and misled. I've been here once or twice before. Familiar sadness I'll ignore. I wear this anger like a glove. Guard up and feeling no more love. You'll never get a piece of me. Your trophy I will never be. Your trophy I will never be. Dukes up and I'm swinging straight in the air. The knockdown drag out. There's nobody there. No, there's nobody there but me. Limp to my corner for a rest. Familiar path worn by the test. Bruised and battered, my old friend. But I'll shake this heartache like a champ. Yeah, I'll shake this heartache like a champ. Dukes up and I'm swinging straight in the air. The knockdown drag out, but there's nobody there. No, there's nobody there. But me.
Yeah, Heather Fay. Drag out, knockout. That's awesome. I like
it.
That was awesome.
Distracted watching you guys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you started talking about swinging and knocking, and I just wanted to be doing it. Yeah.
That's
Fun.
great.
Even you do. It's so descriptive. It's really cool. That was awesome. You want to go right into another one? Do you have time for another one? Let's do that real quick. Yeah. Get that going. You know, it'd be awesome in the future. I know you guys do your own stuff, but I think it'd be fun because I was talking to Tim a little bit about artists, but if I have musicians on, having them all come on and give them a little style to riff or give them a little or it'd be awesome if I had 6 musicians and they all prepared a cover of each other's stuff and see how it sounds. That'd be
that'd be cool.
That's a cool idea. I like that idea a lot.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Do it if we're doing each other's stuff and we give each other permission, then we could totally.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to see what it sounds like. You know, Ryan does one of your songs, you do one of his songs, or whoever's involved. Yeah, that'd be
fun.
If you come to the H.I.R.L, you might. I'm just saying, you might.
Just saying, I'm at home.
You might see a little something, you know.
A little switcheroonie. All right, cool. So what's next? What we got next?
I guess I can do "Don't Cry," which is on my album.
Okay.
Is that right?
Are there any songs not on your album that you haven't played yet, or that you're working on? We get a preview of, or?
I do. It's a slow song. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's give us a slow. Yeah.
All right. I'm losing my voice a little bit, so I may not be able to hit the high notes. So just bear with me.
Okay.
Fireworks and fireflies dancing through the dark summer sky. Wrinkled fingers and muddy toes, drinking lukewarm water from the hose. And you bring me back to a time when life was gold. For the summer day melted away, leaving autumn's chill in my bones. Slips and slides and catching butterflies, you wore our grass-stained jeans with such pride. Treehouse living and ghost stories, Cape Crusaders and a land of Honolulu. And you bring me back to a time when life was gold. For the summer day melted away, leaving autumn's chill in my bones. Now we can't play hide and seek from life's reality. Try like hell to be part of the race. Forget my broken dreams and these aches and pains. Life ain't always kind, but you take me back. Take me back. To Marco Polo and Cannonball, suntan freckles and no worries at all. Countless hours spent daydreaming away. Life was just a silly game that we played. And you bring me back to a time the summer day melted away, leaving autumn's chill in my veins. For the summer day melted away, leaving autumn's chill in my bones.
Yeah, Heather Fay.
Yay.
Oh, you hit those notes. It was great. Yeah, no.
Early.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, that was really nice. It was really sweet, and you got a little bit of song there.
That'll be on the album, and obviously it'll sound much better than that.
Okay, cool. Thanks for that preview. It was really nice. It was really nice to hear.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you, guys.
H.I.R.L.
How is the album coming?
It's great. It's good. It's good. I have to write. I've got a couple more songs I have to write, but I love the process of recording, and the guys I'm working with are awesome, and it's
great.
Yeah, it's exciting. I love it. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. I'm really excited.
Cool.
It'll be good. Hey, you spoke about Mammoth. That's one of my favorite places on earth.
Oh, really?
I used to live in LA, and we'd go to Mammoth. That's where I learned to snowboard.
Okay.
And I love it there. Oh my gosh, like.
Yep. Yeah. I left a chunk of my knee out there in 2004.
Oh, wow. Well, sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's cool.
It happens.
You're a snowboarder.
Yep.
Wow, amazing. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But Tim,
did you ever ski at all either, or no?
I did. Growing up, I skied. Yeah, that's what I learned to do, and I would love to try it again because I haven't in so long, and it was a long time ago, so I think skis have changed.
Yeah.
So
would you
it's a lot different now.
I think about it's weird. I guess parents do snowboard, but I don't think about that. Like,
not that old.
You're a city boy.
I'm not talking about age. We're not talking about age. Calm down. No, I just meant just the idea of snowboard. I don't know. It's like
everybody snowboards now, Matt. Get over it.
I guess your kids are like, my mommy's snowboarding right now. It's like, no, it's funny. I think of funny things. I think of like that situation with your kids in elementary school, and you have to tell what your parents are up to. And he's like, my mom is on the snowboard going down the mountain. It's like a videotape of you snowboarding, and then he shows his whole class. That's like my comedy idea.
That'd be cool. I kind of like that. Oh, hey, by the way, in that song, did you hear? I totally forgot that I made a reference to Puff the Magic Dragon in that song.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Lance Connolly. Yeah.
I should have had it ready.
We didn't expect it. Yeah, but very cool.
Oh well.
I forgot about it. So anyway.
It's so funny how all these connections happen. There's just some random faded connections. So yeah, no, thanks for being here. I basically was gonna wrap up the show, I do something called Mind Plus, where I just go through a couple things about G Plus real quick, have like it as a wrap up, then a random question, and then I go, and then we do the post show. But if you need to go now, or you want to hang out for another 5 minutes for that,
I got another 5 minutes, and then I can go.
Yeah, cool. Well, we appreciate it. And you're gonna be on the show, full show, hopefully March. And I got Daria next week live. I got Ryan Vincicle the week after that. So lots of music, lots of hurling, lots of interesting stuff that are gonna between now and the next couple of weeks that are gonna happen. And
you guys, thank you so much for doing all the hard work for the H.I.R.L. You guys, it's incredible what you guys have put together. So
yeah, no, it is incredible. Like I didn't sleep just from doing this show, so I don't know how it's possible I could do any. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, people, Tiffany and Bobbi Joe and everyone else that's been on board helping have been great, and we're just trying to get it out there, get all the information people need. It's like it's new, and we don't know what people need. We know people want an idea of. I almost feel like we always kind of feel like these travel agency, like this tour guide. It's like, oh yes, New York has wonderful restaurants, and over here is a building you should see, and over here is something else to do. And it's like, all right, well, but it's cool. People have questions. I know it's New York is a big city, a strange city to some, and it could be scary. I get it. People will be sharing space and everything. I hope at the end of this we go from here to here, and anyway. So I really hope that's what happens. Everyone gets closer and we have a good time. And like I said, people have to be accepting of stuff. And especially in real life, I think people have to be more accepting. Hopefully, they will be, because everyone has their own insecurities in life, and so hopefully everyone's going to be awesome. And I think it'll be fun, a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Tim's going to draw everybody as a fat dragon. I'm kidding. PH.
Only you, Matthew.
Only me. No, I can take it. I can take it all, whatever it is. So the 9+, real quick. So what is? I mean, favorite part of G+? Would it be the Hangouts? I always answer for people, but Tim, what's your favorite part of Google+?
Oh, definitely Hangouts for me.
Heather.
Hangouts, and I think that people are incredibly supportive and willing to, it's unbelievable, unlike anything I've ever known. Just support and the and being able to hang out and meet people and engage as opposed to just connect.
And being creative too, which is really cool.
Yeah, and definitely supporting artists and even not artists. The whole Secret Santa thing, how amazing was that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, they're trying to do it with Cobra Cupid, and I actually got a cool little Angry Bird, Carmeline Thompson. I don't know where it is right now, but thank you for that. That was unexpected. I just was like, wow, that was nice. Feature you'd like to mostly integrated something with music or art or something else, Tim?
Ooh,
they have little art.
Boy, I don't know. What's that?
What if they had they set up hangouts for artists and musicians? So there was things like tools that you can use in the hangout as an artist, to do stuff live or I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can, they've integrated the screen share now and the sketchbook, although that might have gone away. That was in Hangouts on Extras. You could draw on that. That was kind of fun. We played around with that a little bit.
But is there something that you really need, you're missing, that you'd love to see?
I can't think of anything. I mean, they've just been adding so many things.
So much, really.
It's all been great so far. I miss the profile images that used to flip. You could have a kind of collection. Now it just goes to the one big image now. That's no fun.
Oh, all right. I thought
bring that back.
Bring it back. And I know Mike Sterling's missing the incoming. He might be the only one. A few people are. What about Heather? What about you? I mean, I know that a lot of musicians, like Lucas Johnson, was always like, it'd be awesome to be able to play with people in real time, so there's no lag.
Mm-hmm. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. But really, I will be so excited when the audio is where it can be. I think it's gonna. I think you'll get so many more musicians over here. Really wanting to do it. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the more people that come, the merrier, I say, and the more festivals and concerts and H.I.R.Ls and events and promotions of each other, and just a lot of love, because, I mean, there's room for everybody in Google.
Oh, absolutely.
So, for sure, for everyone to get together. So Hangouts, first thing that comes to mind with a Hangout, Tim? What do you think of when you think of Hangouts now? Is there some what comes to your mind? One thing, two things?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, you never know what you're going to get.
Forrest Gump? That works. Heather, what about you? What's the first thing when you think Hangouts? What comes to your
got nothing.
Anything. Love, joy. Bobby Joe Woods is yep.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. That's
unicorns.
Unicorns and dragons and peanuts.
Dragons.
Rapid Dragons.
Rapid Dragons. Happy stuff. What about artists? So Tim, is there one or two people or artists that no one knows about yet that you're discovering on Google Plus that still could use a little bit of love, circles, or?
Well, I mentioned Charles Dowd earlier. He's a guy doing comic books. He has a book called Lilith Dark, I think. So it's a kid's book.
Okay.
And he does profile pictures, kind of like what I do and the Plustastic gang does. So he's pretty cool.
What you're saying is he might be added to your team, or?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we haven't discussed expanding. What I want to do is redesign the site before we bring in any other people.
Is it possible though that you could foresee the Plustastic?
I could foresee adding some people. I'd love to add some musicians to the site too, so we could all have a kind of a venue where we all do kind of creative stuff.
Yeah, like you do one things for each other, album covers and posing and.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I know of a couple.
And Heather Fay, you must have with your open mic, you must have a ton
Absolutely.
Of that need some love.
Oh God,
yeah.
I love the open micers. It's awesome. They come in it's you know, I think open mic has a bad, like if you're a musician, the term open mic is usually pretty awful because it's like, you know, you have to go and you get on stage and people aren't interested. But like the love that's in the room of the open mic, I feel like is really, it's just all supportive and loving. So I love it.
Is there anybody in particular that you've had on the show that kind of surprised you or has stood out to you?
Ryan was, I had him on the show. Kat and I had him on. I contacted Ryan when he first was on, and I was like, oh, he's really good. I'd love to have him over at the open mic. And then Kat joined me over there, and Kat Beach, and who's a wonderful musician, and that would be my recommendation. Someone you should check out. She's incredible. Yeah, so Ryan, he came on and we featured him on the open mic, and then gosh, we've had so many great people come on, and of course now I'm like, my mind's not thinking. I'm tired.
So Kat Beach, you, Ryan, do you know who you had on last week or 2 weeks ago offhand? Or?
2 weeks ago we had, I mean, there's
tons of people. I mean, it's not gonna. No one's gonna hurt to be hurt. Or you could throw out anybody you want to throw out.
No, I'm trying to think. There's this guy Thorsten who comes for. He stays up until 3 in the morning just to play a couple songs.
Oh my God.
In Sweden.
Right.
And Graham from Australia comes and he sings songs. My good friend Doug McDermott is also fantastic.
Right.
And
that's good.
I know I'm forgetting people, but there's
That's
so.
All right. You're doing good, and you have a chance on the New York City H.I.R.L. You can make a list, and you say you actually at the concert you'd be like, all right, before we end the show, I need to shout this out and go like the whole list, and Ryan's probably gonna be like, are we done? Cool. But a couple people just joined us. Aaron Wood, Dana Enlow has been watching Dana long, and we've got some conversations plus coming up, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of musicians, a lot of people on Plus, a lot of interesting people that aren't musicians or artists, tech people and regular people, and so anything about the pictures, cat pictures, dog pictures, animated GIFs? Do you, as an artist, I guess Tim, you occasionally like them, or?
I'm pretty much anti-animated GIFs, although I've seen some. I guess they're called cinemagraphs that are really well done.
Like Duncan. Duncan does a lot of those.
Yeah, some of Duncan Bliss stuff. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And there's some others that I've seen, but I can't remember who's doing them. I just.
You have a problem with cats or dogs, or?
I can take them or leave them as long as they're not clogging the stream, and I can.
My life is over. What about you, Heather? Do those get in your way? Animated GIFs or cats or dog pictures, or not? Really?
I'm not a huge fan. No.
No. What if it was like an animated GIF of you guys? That would be cool to see.
I would love it. No.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, well.
Yeah, I should really, because I made one as a promo for the show.
Yeah, which is really cool.
So I should really say that I really hate them.
I don't hate them. I don't like if I'm going to a stream and they're loaded with them, then I'll change to like a specific circle or like.
Right. Also, I mean, I get that they could slow down the computer and the lag and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
What about the other? I mean, as artists, you guys still have a use for Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and other websites. Do you feel like you've used them less? Do you feel like you're using the same?
I definitely use Facebook less, which is, I wasn't really using that for my art though. That was really just connecting with, family and friends. But I'm definitely not using that nearly as much.
Yeah, me neither. I don't. I mean, Facebook is now. I did do some music stuff on Facebook, but I didn't like the way. I didn't like the way it was set up. I don't.
MySpace.
Oh my gosh. I still have a MySpace. I don't even. Is like that even around anymore? That's so funny. Yeah. No, I don't. I use Facebook a lot less, and it is more just to check in with like specific friends than hanging out over there. So.
And so wait, I'll start with you, Heather, for this last one. So what about a real quick story, like an open mic story, real quick, that something happened that was crazy funny, or maybe from the Halloween hangout that was really cool that you performed in? I know you did some Thriller and some other stuff.
I did, yeah. I covered Thriller. I did it last night in the after hangout.
Nice.
And I'm gonna. We're probably gonna do it at the H.I.R.L.
Can Ryan do this while you're singing?
Yeah. I'll have him choreograph some dances.
That'd be fun.
Oh, God.
What about, Tim, do you have a Plustastic or any kind of story in a hangout or something that happened that's memorable you want to
There's so many crazy things. You know, Byron shaving on your show was pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know, Paul's body painting hangouts have been amazing.
Yeah.
All the musicians have been so much fun.
The question is, when can I see Tim, Clary, Heather Fay be body painted by Paul?
Oh, God.
Will that be happening?
That ain't gonna happen.
No, that's not gonna be happening anytime soon. All right, cool. All right, and so the last thing, the random question. I got 1, 2, and 3. Pick a number, and or 1, 2, and 4.
Is this for me or for Heather?
Well, I guess you both can answer, but they're designed for you.
All right, I'll take number 1.
Number 1. You are number 1. All right, it's fun. Well, it's funny. We were talking about skiing. What is the it's funny, snowboard. What is the all-time most challenging slope or course, or like Black Diamond that comes to mind? Where was it in like? Do you remember that first time you went down it? Were you peeing your pants, or what was the deal?
Yeah, my favorite mountain that I ever skied was Jackson Hole in Wyoming.
Cool.
I went there. I think it was in college. My brothers and sisters went out, and we had a big group went out. So it was fun, and it was amazing. It was like one of the longest runs I've ever seen. You know, it just never ended, and you know, they had unbelievable steeps and cornices. People were launching into these big open bowls. Just amazing. So that's one place that I really got to get back to.
Is that so? Like I know, like Black Diamond, right? There's like numbers and levels, right? Is there?
Yeah, double blacks. A lot of double blacks.
Yeah,
double Black Diamond. So.
And so
yeah, that was probably the most challenging area I've ever been to.
And are there just a lot of trees? Is that part of it, or?
There's some tree runs, and I've done some tree skiing on the East Coast too. Stowe has great skiing, tree skiing. But Jackson is just super steep, just real aggressive skiing. It's a tough place.
Yeah, cool. And Heather, what about, I don't know, skiing or snowboarding maybe? You have a memory about snowboarding, if not skiing.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I first started dating my now husband, one of our first dates was we went snowboarding. I was like, yeah, I snowboard. Yeah, I'm pretty good, like, and I thought I was. And he's like, all right, well, he's like, just follow me. And we were up in Tahoe. I can't remember where we were. I'd have to ask him. Shoot. Anyway, can't remember the name of it. But he was like, just follow me. And I was like, dude, got it. Yeah, I'm totally following you. And all of a sudden he's going off trail, and he's jumping and going over things, and I was like, oh my, and I went really fast, and I didn't jump. I fell over a thing, like a jump, and then I was stuck, completely stuck, and he was gone. He kept going, long gone, and I was completely stuck. Couldn't even get off. I couldn't get my board off. It took me about 15 minutes to try to maneuver like my board off, and then I had to do the walk of shame, where it's me walking with my snowboard down the rest of the way. Were
you totally covered in snow, and like your hands were, everything was freezing? And
I was. Yeah, I mean, I was completely. It was. Yeah, it was. And then I was all, and and he knew that I was, not.
And he didn't make fun of you. He was all like, oh, he felt bad, right?
I did a little of both.
Oh. And your husband, is your husband on Plus, by the way? Does he have a Plus?
He's not, you know what? He's not really. I got to get him on here more. He's not really. He's usually taking care of the kids while I'm on here.
Actually, because I spoke to Bruce Gaba, and he's actually kind of interested in doing the HOA part.
Oh yeah. I'll have them talk. That's right, because I know that they.
Yeah. So if you want to get in touch with him, I was trying to do that. Yeah. So we're gonna try to make this concert your part, and Daria's part trying to be an HOA, and the Wi-Fi and the 4G. I know you have a 4G connector. I don't know what, if you're going to be there Thursday night, or we're doing next week, it'll be live at Daria. If you or Ryan are going to stop by, I know Ryan, I think Ryan's going to do all the activities. I know you have a family. And you
Ryan's going to be here Thursday night with us. He's staying with us. And then,
okay, cool.
And we're going to do a little hangout from here, and then we'll come in. But yeah, we need to work all that. I know we need to work all the, because that would be great to do the on-air from both, have Ryan and I do ours upstairs, and then.
Yeah, that would be really cool. And also, we're going to be back at the house. I don't know if we're going to do one. I don't think we'll do an HOA Saturday night because people are going to be having fun, and we don't need to. We don't need to do that.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be on air.
And we won't even do a regular hangout. If people do want to do some mobile stuff, I guess. But I'll. Well, it's easier to cover a phone than to cover a computer. About that. All right, very cool. Thanks for joining us, Heather. And if you got to run, that's awesome.
Thanks for coming, Heather. This was great.
Yeah, we can even.
I love your work.
Thanks.
Yeah, I love Tim Clary's work too. His mustache. Yeah, I have his work.
Those are still available. People out there watching, you can get your Jon Stewart stickers from me.
Yeah, you never sent me my stuff for Christmas.
Oh, Bobbi.
Well, I will bring it to the H.I.R.L. I'll bring bags of goodies to the H.I.R.L. for everybody.
In person. That's very cool. Very cool. Well, I'd like to thank Tim Clary, my guest Tim Clary. He'll be with us. Conversations Plus coming up in just a few minutes. Heather Fay, wow, thank you for dropping in. And Bobbi Jo Blitz, as always, thank you for watching. We have Daria Moss, like I said, coming up Thursday, February the 2nd, New York City H.I.R.L. That's our first event. 3 p.m. I'm going to check in, and we're going to test it out. And later at night, we're going to do this thing and see where it goes. We're going to have people, like, swarming around me, making noises. I'll probably have to keep myself on mute so Daria's not like, oh, what's all that noise? I got to play. No, I'm just kidding. You never know what could happen. But, no, she'll be happy to see everybody, I'm sure. And I'll be happy to see everybody. I like to do impressions of people, in case you didn't notice that. And then we have Ryan Van Sickle the week after. Nate Davis is a guitar player. We're going to have a big music show. And we get the big man, Mohammed Mansour, or Mansour, whatever you say. Paul Riston, Tarnaomi, Rob Michael, Heather Fay, who's here now, hopefully, in March, and Glenn Rogers, and a couple other people, and rock and roll. So thanks to all. 5-10 minutes, we'll do Conversations Plus, which is our post show. Let's see some other notes. Go over some notes. Tell me. Oh, go and fill out all those forms. We have a form for the concert. If you want to come to the concert, we're keeping a track number of that. Fill out if you're coming to the H.I.R.L. We want to know about that. And also some other documents, just type hashtag NYC H.I.R.L. and you will find all the information, all the documents. And see you until next Thursday. See you in real life. How exciting is that? It's going to be our first Hangout Conversations in Manhattan, in real life. I promise I'm going to shower. I hope you shower too. I won't smell too bad. And all right, so thanks again. Thanks for watching, and good night.
Good night.
Thank you, New York. Thank you, Tim Clary. Peace to everybody.